Today I lived a few different lives in one. And each life was necessary. Each thought process, all of it was just, well, right now actually, it sort of feels like I'm just beginning to live in a way that, like, every word that comes out of my mouth, I feel the weight of it as it comes out, and the weight of my body too. It feels like I have owned more of myself, and in that owning of it, of the different sides, or just whatever, that I have ultimately created more space for myself. Like, I'm expanding, and in the expanding I'm realizing more of myself and life, and what it actually feels like to be here and to be alive. But going through that, the process was really feeling the heaviness and the dark, but in a beautiful way, not in a beautiful way, because some of it was just it might have been a bit overwhelming, definitely, because it was like that side went through years and years and years of oppression, years of being told to hide, to not be that amazing self, that powerful being. But all of that aside, the talking about how, spiritually, how this works, because in reality, this is truth. In reality, how I've always just took a back seat and chose to sort of stay in the dark and hide away, because in some spaces I thought I was too much. In some spaces I didn't speak up because I didn't think I was enough. So it's years and years of these feelings all stacked up on top of each other, and I felt like today was the day that it finally came out. It finally just wanted all the space, just all the attention, all the space, and it manifested itself in anger, in domination, in fire, in seduction, in felt the hunger to speak. I felt the hunger to be seen and to be heard within that side of me. And it was to the point where she didn't care who got hurt on the way, who had to burn. Because her hunger for herself, for her voice, was way more than anything else in the world. Was way more than careers, jobs, money, love, friends. It was way more than all of that. It was so just me. Just me, and fuck the world. It's just about me. It's just about me. Let it all fucking burn down. Let it all fucking burn down to the ground if it means I am living and I am true to myself, in my divinity, in my power. Then that's all that matters to me right now, in this moment. That I want to completely feel that. And when I was going through it today, when I first went through it, I didn't have this perspective of it wanting so much space. I was just so consumed by it, and I didn't know how to handle it. I was scared of it somehow, but I was really enjoying the feeling and the freedom that it was showing me and giving me. But I didn't know how to tame it, and I got to a point where I didn't want to anymore. I just let her do her thing. I just let her do her thing. And I loved it, I enjoyed it. But it was the side that I had to tame when it got to a bit too much. It was just a bit destructive. Well, in one sense, in one of the senses that it was destructive. In a few, but it was just, I understood her. That's the thing, that's the difference. I understood her. I didn't push her down, hide her, push her to the side and be like, you're not welcome here, I'm scared of you, and you can go, and I don't accept you. It's more like, I accept you, I hold space for you, I don't judge you, I'm hearing you out right now, and I want to create healthy space for you in my life, but I'm not going to let you totally consume me because of your hunger for freedom, your hunger for self-expression, your hunger for power, to scream, to roar, to be heard, to be seen, to be understood, to be felt, all of that. I understand it, and I hold space for it. That's what I got to in the end, which is now. Now is the end. But before that, my whole day was just the embodiment of Lilith, basically. I was embodying her and like channeling her. It wasn't something that I chose to do. It just happened. I woke up, and the first thing I did, which I've never done before, never. I usually get up and I play like classical music, jazz, blues, and then, do my morning pages, do all of that. But today I woke up and I was like, the first thing I said, I was like, Google, play Back to Black. by Amy Winehouse. And I got up straight away, no thinking, no stretching, no anything, and I just started dancing like a maniac. Just started just dancing, literally, just letting the music take me wherever it wants to take me. And it was like a dance ritual that I was doing to these songs. And when that song was done, then Love on the Brain came on by Rihanna, and then after that it was Blue by Billie Eilish, and I don't know what that song is called. Is it Sam Smith? I think so. And then Skyfall played, and then all of these songs were just were moving me in a way that was like so empowering. And at one point, one of the songs I don't remember because I was just all over the place and just dancing and just, yeah, I was actually like roaring. I was like like I was like, whoa, and it was just, yeah. And then after that, bless me. After that, that's when it started dawning on me that this energy is something. It's not like yesterday. It's sort of like the other day, but it's not to this extent. Like today, it was like, it really truly felt like I wanted fire flames to come out of my hands. Like I felt it. I was like, you know. And after that, I closed my curtains, and that's when I knew. I closed my curtains, I put on Netflix, and I put on Sabrina Spellman, and that's when I was like, oh shit, okay, that's definitely that mystical, powerful side that really wants to just take over today, wants space today, so I will give her space, it's fine. And yeah, I think after that it was just a bit of a blur, because all these thoughts started coming up of fuck this, fuck that, fuck the world, fuck the music, fuck the books, fuck the movements and the flows, and fuck everything. I just want to disappear into nothingness. I just want to hide. To not have to put on a show anymore for the sake of others, for the sake of being relatable, being understood, being felt, for the sake of someone saying, oh yeah, that helped, oh yeah, I know what you mean. For that, I didn't want that anymore. I didn't want to be relatable. I don't want to be liked. Because the want for it is what gives it so much weight. It's what gives it so much power. And it chains me to it. It ties me to that want of, oh, I want to be liked, I want to be noticed, oh, I want people to understand me and relate to me, oh, I want people to understand where I'm coming from, because in that understanding and that liking, that's when I will find my worth in myself. But no, I already am the worth, I already am the power, I already am the acceptance, I already am enough. I am the one that gives myself that. I relate to me. That's all that I need. I understand myself. That's all that I need. I create space for myself. I understand myself. And you know what? If I hadn't gone through that today, if I hadn't really felt that, the very, 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 very powerful side that carried the weight of the oppression that's put on women from the very beginning. That's the weight that I felt today. The oppression for the whole world, for the whole women community in the whole world from the first day that the world was created. That's what I felt. That's what I felt today. I wanted to scream for all of them. I wanted to not just create, but to just to believe for all of them, to talk for all of them, not in like a accept me relatable way again, but in like a I fucking understand, like I fucking understand, I do, I really do, and I'm feeling it. I'm going to the depths of it, and I'm pulling it to the surface. I'm going to the depths of that, the oppression, and I'm fucking pulling it to the surface, and I'm alchemizing it into the sort of calmness, powerful but calm energy. I'm sort of pulling it and putting a leash on it and using it to the best of my ability, because I feel as though that side of me that's always wanted to fight for space and fight for recognition, fight for her power, trying to always make other people understand why I think I'm powerful, why I may be powerful. It's that. It's the not having to prove that anymore. It's learning that there's power in my silence and my stillness too. Even when I'm not heard and seen, my presence is still felt. My power is still felt. And in the things that I do and the gifts that I've been given, it's not so much for me to prove something to someone else or seem relatable. It's more so about finding this truth within myself and then being so in balance within it that I'm able to show it. Not just show it to others, but I'm able to, in being myself, in doing me, create a pathway for others to also find that. And I don't have to speak about it if I don't want to. I don't have to literally draw it out if I don't want to. I don't have to do something that has that intention of, oh, I need to teach people. I need to teach people. I need people to understand me. Not that. It's more that it just comes to me. It just is who I am, and I don't have to speak it, say it, draw it, type it, or whatever if I don't want to. If I do, then amazing, great. But the truth of it is actually my embodiment of that will spark it in others too, just by being around me, just by encountering me on the street, just by being in the same building as me, because that is the energy that I emit. Total balance in all my sides, acceptance of all my sides, and in every second I'm always holding space for all of them. I'm not overly nice and overly, oh my god, relate to me and understand me, but there's a side to me that understands, that some will and some won't. And then there's the other side that's mystical, powerful, fire, aggressive, but not in like a, I don't need to explain myself. But she knows she's fire. She's the fire. She's like, I will burn you to the ground if I have to, type of fire. Like, don't come in my way. Just don't come in my way. Just don't try and do anything, because anything you throw at me anyways is fuel. So the only person that's going to be really losing out is you. That type of energy. Like, so firm in myself, because me being firm in that holds space for others, for other women too, to realize they can burn, to realize they can scream, they can do whatever the fuck they want to do. And the fact that I really have this energy within me that can absolutely without doubt get everything she wants, everything. And she can literally birth any reality into existence, no matter where she is put, no matter what circumstance you put her in, No matter where you put her, she will always rise. She will always rise above it. She will always find a way out. And that is that side of me that I hold space for, and it's beautiful. But I had to go to the deepest core of her to find balance within her. And then, well, I think that was two sides. And the third side is more of the hidden side. She is a balance between both, of the really loving, person, and the dark. There's just fire. It's just fire and seduction in all forms. And she's the in between. She's the veil between them, that holds them in perfect balance, in perfect synchronicity. She holds space for both of them and finds beauty in both, but she does it with a deadly sort of silence, with stillness, with calm. She knows she doesn't have to burn the world to prove to herself that she's powerful. She can just speak or move or breathe, to be honest. Just breathe and be, and that in itself will be all the power and all the fire that she needs. Well, there's, as I was saying, that side was just like, excuse me, that is not all, but yeah, she wants that, the stage. But in small doses, but it's not so much stage as in like being on a stage, although that would be scary as fuck, because I think that's one of my biggest fears, to be honest, to have people watching me and being like, sing like that. No, that is something that will have to be worked on. But she wants stage as in like, she wants the complete freedom to create without judgment. She wants to be on the stage. She wants to dance. She wants to sing. She wants to make those melodies. She wants to create spells. She wants to be seductive. She wants to seduce the air around her. She wants to seduce the grass that she steps on. She wants to feel everything that she eats that goes into her mouth. She tastes it. She really tastes it. She becomes one with her taste buds. She really just wants the stage in all parts of her life. And the other side wants love. She wants to love, and she wants to be loved. She wants that, but that's it. I can do those things with love, but I don't have to let those things consume me, and I don't have to make them my ultimate desire. Like, oh, if I'm not that, and if I don't get the chance to do that, then I am done. No, I already have everything. I have the stage because I give myself the stage. I have that love and that softness because I give it to myself. I have that acceptance because I give it to myself. I have that the power because I've already realized it in myself. Like, all of it. The perfect balance, the perfect union between both of them. And you know what? It's crazy how it happened. It's actually crazy how it happened. When I first felt that the darker, let's call it the Lilith coming in, I had this voice, a whisper, that said, today is going to be a sort of test for you, and it's going to be, are you going to give in or are you going to trust? But it was in a way that was like, because I smoke, I used to smoke, and whenever I felt like that, like the darkness coming in, where it was like power, I want to burn everything down, I want to hide, I want to hide, but I want to not hide at the same time. It was just, a storm, literally a storm, that wanted to take everything with it. I would usually just smoke, because smoking gave me the balance that I'm in right now, basically. It switched it up. It switched from the dark, the Lilith overpowering of the total, just her, it was just her. It switched it from that to the sort of the middle, but like amplified, like my highest high. And I would be able to just flow without judgment, and create and write and dance and yoga and meditation and business ideas, and just whoa, I was just in it. That's what it gives me. That's what smoking gives me. So I was sort of tied to that idea of it, and I was like, if I smoke, then I can just shift from this. I don't have to feel this anymore. So the whole day, it was just me trying to fight that urge to get up and smoke, to just try and escape. And I was like, no, I'm not escaping. I wanted to. And then I was like, no escaping. This is here for a reason. This feeling is here for a reason. And I welcome it in all its power, in all its space that it's taking up, in all its uncertainty and somehow uncomfortable feeling of it. I also welcomed it and I loved it, and I didn't want to oppress it or push it to the side or numb it. And I sort of found myself being tired, like I wanted to sleep, basically, and heavy, because there was so much going on, like so much conversations going on inside of my head, like, go smoke, you can numb this, you can get out of this, you don't have to keep yourself in this, just go and smoke, and then you'll be back in your room, and you'll be flowing, you can do your music there, you could do that. It was just painting that whole world for me. And then there was another side that was like, I told you this was going to be a test, just have patience, it's going to be okay. Make space for this part of you. You don't need to numb her. She doesn't want to be oppressed anymore. She doesn't want to be numbed. She just wants to be understood. She wants to be heard. You give her that. Don't wait for others to give it to you. You, by going out and numbing it, it means you don't accept it. And then by doing those things just because you smoked, it means the things that you need are outside of you. You don't have it within you, so you have to use something outside of you to trigger it within you. But all along, you're just using those things as a permission slip to activate something that's been within you all that time. But I didn't reach that understanding right then. I've sort of reached it now. But it was in that moment when it said that to me, I was like, okay, there's two opposing sides right now. There's the side that wants to discipline, and there's the side that just wants to rebel. Like, she's sort of a fighter, right? But she doesn't want to be told no. She's like, why can't I smoke? Why can't I do that? I want to go and smoke. Do not fucking tell me that I can't go and smoke. I don't want the world to tell me what's legal, illegal, or what should not be done. I want to do it. And then the other side was like, I don't want to do it because I see a bigger picture. So that's when I developed that mid thinking, that the veil between the two. And I took myself out of their storms, both of their storms, and I asked them both, I understand that that's what you want, but what is it that you want for me? What is it that you're trying to achieve for me in this whole thing that's going on, this whole dance between the both? And they sort of, chatted away and started just saying, oh, I no one can say no to me, so da da da. And the other side was like, yeah, but discipline is good, the bigger picture. Oh. And then it just got to a point where they both reached a conclusion. They both reached the same verdict. And I was able to understand them both from that neutral perspective and not being consumed by one or the other. It was the understanding of both, and I did that by hearing both of them out. And the side that wanted to rebel and wanted to burn everything just didn't want to be judged anymore. It wanted the freedom to create. It wanted the space to create without judgment. It wanted to be on stage, basically, my own stage. So what she wanted was freedom to create without judgment, without being numbed, without being oppressed. And the other side, to create without judgment, without numbing. But it sort of held the trophy for me, because it wanted that same thing as the other side, but with an amplified power, with the power that I can do this. I can show myself that I can do this. And I can do it with smoking, of course, but I can also do it without. And when I do it without, it will level me up to another state of being where I find balance in both of those things, where I can hold the space to burn and the stage as well, and the space to love too, like the seductive, the loving, the fiery, the roaring side, the creative, the powerful, the wise, the master, the leader, the artist, amplified, because now I hold space for both of them. Now I will give myself that stage. And yeah, that's how I reached this. But after I had that conversation with myself, and I realized that they both just wanted the same thing for me, but in different ways, I then said, okay, well, I'm just going to trust myself. And I was like, I'm not going to smoke. Not because I don't want to give myself that space and the stage, and to be fire, and to be that seductive energy, but seductive to everything around me, meaning like the world revolves around me, reality revolves around me. I am the magnet in this. I'm not chasing anything. I am the seducer. I seduce money to run towards me. I seduce the opportunities to run towards me. I seduce my desires to run towards me. in just being myself and setting the stage for myself right here, giving this space for myself right here. And then I felt so sleepy, so sleepy, and it was like 8 p.m. I tried to fight it a little bit, and I was like, oh my god, it just feels so good to just sleep right now. So I did. I went to sleep till 10, but when I woke up it was 10, 11, right on the dot. And I felt so balanced, so free. So like there's this new understanding, there's this new me. But it's both of the sides. I'm not overly like, oh my god, huh? But I'm not overly like, fuck you. I'm just I'm just in between. I'm just like, my gaze and my energy is enough for others, and I don't need to beg to be heard or seen or understood or relatable. I just be, and the right people will understand, and the wrong won't, and that's not my problem. My mission is to accept all the parts of me, to hold space for all of them, to not oppress my voice and my power anymore. My mission is to embody all of my gifts without shame, without oppression, without dimming it down, without watering it down. My mission is to be that unspoken truth, speak that unspoken truth, scream that unspoken truth. My mission is to I am it, but the day that I was born as a woman, I was the queen, the priestess, the mystic, the crone. I was the huntress, the lover, the mother. The fire, the air, I am the one that births. I am the one that creates. I am the one that seduces the very air around me to obey me. I am the one that commands. I am the one that needs to be obeyed, my every command. Reality bends itself to please me. I thrive in the unknown. I am the one who's the gate between the seen and the unseen. I am the voice of the unheard. I'm the voice of the oppressed. I'm the voice of the powerless, of the women that have been pushed to the side for so many years, judged. They have been told to not speak, to not know their worth. To always try and mold themselves into what society thinks that they should look like or sound like or who they should be. I am the embodiment of all those that are oppressed. And I will scream and I will roar. And I will take back all that power that has been taken. I hold the keys in my hands, all the keys. And I know no matter what I go through, it's all necessary. All of it is so necessary for my growth, for my embodiment of who I am. I know it's all necessary because every time I go through something like this, oh, a hedgehog, they're so cute. I know that every time I go through something like this, I get a new understanding and a new form of power, and I create more space. Like I expand more and more and more and more and more. And then I realize that I'm actually the cosmos itself. But I'm alive and I'm viewing it from within it, experiencing it and viewing it and being connected to all of it. Yeah, so that was my day. That's 49 minutes of me speaking. I hope you enjoyed my TED Talk, because I know I certainly did.